This is a cute little resin heart that I made until you get up really close and he's missing his head. This little turtle inside is missing his head. I wouldn't call this a fail because I don't think there's really any failure in art. You're just trying different things. Sometimes they don't work out. But I have this 50 milliliter resin heart. I think this is 50. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's 100. This is 100. So this mold, this into resin mold is really cute. It holds 100 milliliters of resin, but I can't sell it because you can't see the turtle's head. This was definitely an experiment. It didn't work out like I planned, but I'm not going to let it go to waste. So watch the video and find out what I do with this and make it a win. It's a win-win. This is my Let's Resin leveling table. I already have it calibrated for this exact spot. Silicone mat here. So this mold, this is a Let's Resin mold. It holds 13 ounces of resin. Now, that's a lot of resin. And it has little spots on the side there for his eyes. And I always have a hard time seeing where they are. It's really, really hard to see where I can feel them. So they're on the side of the head. Let me go get the other one. I'm going to show you what I mean. So the first time I tried putting beads in the eyes, I put them too close to the front and they just kind of, he looks creepy. On this turtle, I got it just right. I used UV resin after I had already poured it to do the dots on the sides. And I like this method a little bit better because it's hit and miss with this mold. So these are little beads I got on Temu. Actually, I thought I would use these in something too, but some of these are just gorgeous. Now they do have holes. They are true beads, but I think that I could probably position them so that you can see the hole, but I don't know what size I want to use. I'm thinking I need to use this size. I think that would be a good size. They're all different sizes, all different colors. I like those. And they don't look the same. They definitely don't look the same size. I don't know. There we go. I'm going to use those. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is, where are my tweezers? I think I could put some UV resin straight on, good Lord. All right, I'm just going to put the UV resin on the bead, just like that. Smoosh it around in there. And then see if I can get it right in their little eye socket.
I really ought to show you guys this part in real time because it is just so entertaining to watch. I could not get these eyeballs straight in this turtle's head. I had so many issues trying to get the little beads inside of the eye sockets. I could not get them in there straight. And I didn't want to end up with a creepy turtle like the last one where the eyes were in the front of the head. No, a turtle's eyes are on the side. I could not get the beads to set in there right. It was so frustrating.
Oh my God, this is so aggravating.
But I kept at it because I wanted them right. And perseverance was key. However, right when I got it right, guess what happened?
Oh my God. Do you see the little fly that is just flown into my mold? Oh my word. Little fly. Look at that. What the heck? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up some resin. Then mix up 6 ounces. All right, I'm gonna set my resin, oops, to mix there. All right, so here's where it's gonna get interesting. So this is one of the failed part projects. Poor little turtle. But I am going to use it inside of my big turtle, and it'll help fill the gap so I don't have to use so much resin. Maybe a little bit too tall. So I've got to get it to where it'll fit in here without protruding up. I think that's going to be fine. I'm just going to have to wiggle it a little bit. I think that's going to be fine. And then I thought I would put a couple of things here, but I don't really have anything that's small enough to fit right there. I've got these little black hearts that I made. But what else can I use? I mean, oh, here's some. Little mermaid, snowflake that I'll use in something. Loads and loads of little turtles that I've made just with leftover resin, but I'm going to use those for something. But these, this was kind of an afterthought, just leftover resin playing around. So I don't know if that'll fit in there. See, that's just too big. These are all kind of too big, all of those. Although I could use these all together maybe in something. I don't know, they're almost like marbles, which is kind of cool, but just playing around with stuff. Definitely don't want to use mermaid. I wonder if I could use turtles. What do you think? I mean, why not? These little gold turtles. No, gold's kind of a weird color. I don't know. Not that one. Not that. I don't know. Maybe we should just chuck it all in. We're gonna chuck it all in. Why not? Not that one though. It'll disappear. But this one maybe. But it's too big. Like I probably, yeah, we'll switch it out here. Okay. And I always take a stick and just scrape the edges just to give it one final stir. And then I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for about 5 minutes and let the bubbles come to the top. So you want to stir slow, but I'm going to go ahead and let the bubbles all come to the top. And then I'm going to come back.
Not 3 days, more like 3 minutes.
Put some little shells. And these are just little shells that I have found on my beach, just sifting through my sand and sifting through like the rough you know, the rough sand. I'm checking it all in. Because this will help fill the gap. Won't use so much resin. Plus, it's going to add some interest here. I'm not going to add too much because then it just becomes a little bit overdone. But just a few. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yep, I can tell the head is filling up. I am not going to backfill this one. I'm not going to top coat it with a color. I'm going to leave it all clear. Now the shells may have some trapped air inside, so I may end up with some bubbles, and I'm going to be okay with that. I think in something like this, it won't look so bad. May end up being a little chunky here. I may have some sanding to do, but maybe not. Gotta make sure I get enough resin in here that everything's covered, including where the tail is. Remember, I missed the tail last time. I'm pouring slow so that all those bubbles get released. Want to get I don't want to squeeze the head too much, but I want to make sure all the bubbles are out of the head. I think that's might be it. I don't know, I feel like it's good. His heart's wanting to float just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit more resin. I just thought of something. These are going to want to float, aren't they? I maybe should have not filled it all the way. I think it's fine. So I ended up using only 4 ounces of resin because I filled the cavity as much as I could. So I only used basically a third of the resin, right? A third of the resin. It's pretty good. So now we wait. I am a little bit nervous. I was going to do a back coat, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna try to, all right, come on, let's get this in first. Did I get the tail? How did I miss the tail again? No, it's there. No. Oh well. What is going on with the tail? Is there something stuck in it? Look at that. So his tail's broken again. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not getting the resin down in there. That's weird. Because that's 2 turtles in a row. Oh, I'm so nervous. Maybe I should have done a back coat, but that's okay. A top coat. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. This is looking amazing already. Are y'all ready? Oh, big old bubble there. Big old bubble. It's okay. You ready? Oh my gosh. I got the eyes right though. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is some kind of cool right there. That is so cool. Look at that. It looks like coral right there on the back. Oh, cool. Big bubble. I don't know how that happened, but that is really cool. That is really, really cool. Look at that. Nice and shiny. This mold may be also getting a little bit matte. There's a big bubble there. Other than that's a bead. So I may want to brush a top coat on here. Um, I would use this, but it's got mica powder in it. I don't want to use that. So I may want to do that. I don't know. I think this one I'm just going to leave it. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is a great, you can see the outline of the heart there, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, I love it. It could probably stand to have a little bit more resin in here. And I should have done that, but I might do that later. I might go ahead and put a top coat a little bit later and just fill it. So it's, as the resin cured, it went up, it kind of travels up. So there's a little bit of a lip. So I may later on, if I pour a little bit more resin for a project, I may just go ahead and sand these edges down and then just do a little bit of a top coat there. And that's going to fill that gap. But other than that, I absolutely love it. Look at that. So, number one, you fill the gap so you don't use as much resin. And number two, you make use of things that maybe didn't work out the way you had originally intended. So, I really like it. Great way to make use. So, let me know what you think. I love it. I love it. Make it a crafty day, friends. Bye.